Well, and that's kind of why, my system is basically a three-part where you have branding, you have performance marketing, and then you have your content. And the content has to live independently because otherwise it'll just continue to be influenced by, okay, we got to sell this program. So we're going to make tons of content that's related or just about this program. And it's like, yeah, that could kind of work, but that's not really serving your customer. Because the way I see marketing or like really the only honest version of marketing is really education. Where it's like, hey, how do we educate? How do we give value and prove our, or build credibility and authority for the brand by educating people and showing them that we know what the heck we're talking about because we're educating you on this. And so, a lot of times people just make the content because it's like, well, we need, this keyword phrase has to be optimized because that's our lead magnet. So we're just going to make a ton of content about that. And then at that point, it's not really about the customer anymore. It's about you and your need for money. And then, I'm sorry, but I don't care about your need for money. I care about your ability to solve my problem. And that's why I want to work with you. So it's, I think it's the best way to do it. But it's, for the longest time, it's been really hard because I've been telling this message for 15 years where I'm like, content, everybody should be doing content. And nobody believes you because they're like, well, what's the ROI? And you're like, well, you're not going to get to that yet. Like you don't deserve an ROI because you haven't put in.
Right out of the boardroom.
You can't tell business owners that. Like, all right, I need 12 months and $50,000, and I don't know what it's going to generate. And let's get to work. And it's like, no, that message doesn't work most of the time, which is why I started, my agency was really about teaching business owners how to create the content so that they could be independent of, really the influence of marketers. It failed mostly.